What's going on, people? How you doing? This is TK coming at you again with another video, and today the only thing that's on my mind is the manipulation and control, the slavery that exists within our monetary system. And what strikes me is that a lot of people are okay with it as long as it doesn't affect them. I read something on Facebook. It says that you weren't born on this earth just to pay bills and die. But I think that statement is not true, because people are okay with ensuring that other people are on this earth to pay bills and die, as long as it doesn't affect them. I mean, the nature of our money supply is it's limited and held in the hands of very few. And most of the time when I interact with other human beings, it's from a selfish standpoint. And I'm not talking about me being selfish, I'm talking about them. Think about you're walking from point A to point B. You don't really care who's in your way, you just care about what you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish. I said it before in other videos that people come from a self perspective and not a community perspective. So the only thing that matters is you get what you want, not aiding, contributing, or adding to life for the greater good of you providing something valuable so that other people can benefit. That's not the thought process when most people do things. The average conversation is, what am I going to get out of it? So that's the only motivation to do it, is what you're going to get in return for it. So you're not willing to do something unless you're going to get something. What am I going to get out of it? I think that's the reason why a lot of people don't like Bitcoin and aren't willing to embrace decentralized currency, is because there's no manipulation and control when you step out of centralized banking. If you have an open, distributed ledger that's publicly available, how are you going to lie, cheat, steal, manipulate, control, hide money? It's right there on the ledger. I see you bought a $20 bag of potato chips. I don't know what bag of potato chips costs $20, but it's right there on the ledger. So the transparency side of Bitcoin eliminates the ability to do stuff in the shadows. And what I'm saying is our whole monetary system is based on shadows. It's based on what you can get away with and how selfish you are and how much power you have, and then how much control you implement over other people. So if that's your nature, of course you don't want to put everything you do monetarily on an open ledger where everybody can see it. Think about that in terms of government, or in terms of Congress, or even low-level officials. Think about everything that they do monetarily on a public open ledger where it can be seen. Think about that in terms of a company, a corporation. Everything that that company does with every single dollar is published to a website, and anybody can view it as it's being spent. Oh, the CEO just brought another jet. There it is on the public ledger. Oh, the company just spent $12 on a pen. There it is on the public ledger. So what I'm saying is the decentralized nature of cryptocurrency prevents the manipulated control, access, or gatekeepers that's built into fiat currency. It's easy to hide a dollar and say you never received it. It's not easy to hide an entry in the public ledger and lie about it and say, he never gave me a dollar. He did. I see it right here on the public ledger. It's within block number XYZ. It happened at this time. The money was transmitted electronically from this wallet to this wallet. So slow adaptation, in spite of the benefits, in spite of how it can help you. That's why you're not interested in doing it, because you're coming from a access control and limited power, and threatening, or someone threatening your position in power. That's where you're coming from when you say, I'm against a public distributed ledger. I'm against open math that's tracked so that every member within the community can see it. I'm against transparency, where you can not only track what I'm doing with the money, you can watch it live. So I'm giving you guys a different look at cryptocurrency, and I'm showing you how it is opposite of fiat currency, and then showing you that the negative nature of most human beings is why adaptation isn't as big as it should be. And then think about the double-edged sword that is manipulation and control, is that as you put your foot on somebody else's neck, it also limits your mobility in terms of keeping your foot there. So what I'm telling you is that when you're against public distributed ledgers and open transparency, you're also limiting yourself in terms of the benefits that come with the flip side of the coin. If you was to actually participate in Bitcoin, it's worth more than US dollars, 450 to 1 right now. So your purchasing power would be greater if you had your money stored in Bitcoin. So while you're holding on to paper fiat currency, you're limiting yourself from greater purchase power, because Bitcoin is worth more than fiat. And then most stores give you a discount when you use Bitcoin. So not only are you using a greater purchasing power, you're participating in the discount because of the fact that the merchant doesn't pay a transaction fee when you swipe your, or I should say, send your email via Bitcoin. So some of them pass that savings on to the customer by a 20% discount, a 10% discount off the fiat price. So if it costs, $10 in fiat, they'll charge maybe $7 or $8 in Bitcoin, because they're going to pass that discount on to the customer. So what I'm just saying is that you limit yourself as a human being by trying to control other human beings. It's that other side of nature, that counterbalance, that humans don't seem to be smart enough to understand. I want to control you and limit you, but I'm not smart enough to see how it limits myself by focusing that much energy on your control. And if you transcend that into fiat system based on cryptocurrency system, you also have the ability to expand beyond the access control measures within paper money. If I want to send 20 cents in cryptocurrency, I can. I told you guys I did a deal for 8 cents for a cryptocurrency deal. You cannot do that, and it's not feasible to do that in paper money. If you try to do a deal for 8 cents, people probably look at you like, it's not worth my time. But if I do 20 deals for 8 cents in Bitcoin, it still adds up. So I don't turn down those small deals. And the other concept is, once you hold Bitcoin, let's say I do an 8 cent deal, and Bitcoin in value goes up 8 cents. My 8 cents just turned into 16 cents because the value of Bitcoin increased, and so did the value of the coins that I hold in my wallet. So you almost become your own bank. You receive interest just by holding Bitcoin. So educate yourself. Realize the major differences between fiat money and cryptocurrency, decentralized currency, and get in where you fit in. And where you need to be in is into the 21st century money, because decentralized has a lot more benefits.